Be gentle. It's a hot mic too, all right, so. You want that on camera. That's all you want.
That's all I care about. I live for camera.
That's right.
Like,
That's when you when those hips raise, you're like, ah.
yeah. Like if I stay low,
Right.
like this,
It doesn't feel
You
threatening.
don't think anything's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But
And then you set up.
once I'm,
Right. It's too late.
yeah.
Yeah. Ginny Nick.
sorry, I'm looking at the black belt closet.
It's the only secrets in there. All right. We're gonna look for some moves today off of a failure to crucifix our partner. Right? We've been doing crucifix for the last couple weeks, so we're gonna look now for after some things that like when we fail to really achieve the crucifix that we want or maintain the position. What we're gonna do first is just drill getting into the crucifix, just keeping that in our bodies. We'll do that a couple different ways for a little while, and then we'll start looking at kind of the meat of what we're looking at today. So again, if we're looking to get into the crucifix, I might be taking my knee, pushing it through to make that elbow pop out. At the same time, I'm weaving through, looking for that kind of bar on this far arm. I'm stepping through, connecting my knee and my foot together. Now from here, you can go keep the bar. You can switch to Kimura. You can switch to a gift wrap style Kimura grip. It's your choice, right? It's gonna have all the advantages and disadvantages across the board. So you choose on that. What I want you to look at is the two different entries. A deceptively nuanced one is where I pull my partner back, right? I'm not lifting the chest up and trying to like deadlift this side of the body. I'm bringing my hips to the ground. I'm bringing his hips to the ground behind him. Right? And kind of like scooting under him is more of my motion than trying to lift, right? We're coming in, we're driving that arm out. I'm connecting. I'm getting whatever grip I want. Again, I'm not lifting my partner up. I'm scooting my hips under, bringing his hips to the ground and turning him over to find that crucifix position. Second option, again, initial start is all the same, collecting that arm. I might feel more comfortable this way. I might feel like my partner's leaning away from me, and as he does, we take that shoulder roll and find our crucifix position on the other side. Right, questions about either one of those entries? Huh?
Play between both of them, try one way.
Yeah, try one way, try the other. Partner on the bottom, you can kind of lean left, lean right. That to me kind of dictates what I'm gonna do. If he's leaning into that point of contact, I'm just gonna sit through, put him on his back that way. If I feel like he's leaning away or trying to like elevate his upper half, I'll try to roll over and turn him over.
Try to sit back, they go this way.
Exactly.
You try to roll them, they sit back, sit them down.
Correct. I'm trying to follow my partner's kind of energy where they want to go.
What side are you pulling into when you have the grab or whatever?
What's the question?
What side are you pulling into?
It depends on what my partner's doing. So if I'm here, right, I'm collecting this. I've got everything I wanted in this position. If Nick is neutral, he's not going left, he's not going right, I can kind of choose, right? If this is like a guy my size or smaller, I get to choose, I might go over the top, right? If it's a bigger guy and he's not moving, I'm probably not gonna try to like go for this move and have him just like keep pulling me back to the ground, right? If Nick is moving into me, he's driving into me right now, it makes sense just to sit back and turn him over. And again, if I'm here and he's starting to like lean away while we're lifting up here, we're kicking through and we're finding the position. Make sense? Cool. Let's, again, drill those entries for a little while, and then we'll look at some fun stuff off of it. 1, 2. There you go. Yeah, just extend that leg, Bianca, right? The harder you kick that leg back, the more his arm has to straighten out. And once it's straight, that's when you exchange those legs.
And I'm just like resting. If I'm pulling him back to me, I'm resting. Am I kicking this one in and sitting on my...
Yeah, you can, from this position is fine. You also can just leave your foot right here against your knee, either way, like just put your foot on the ground. Yeah, you've got everything trapped, just squeeze your knee in, and now sit to your other side, other hip. Don't go to your outside hip, go to your backside hip. Go this way, yeah, and just keep, yeah, there you go. Right. Yeah. I think about like connecting our hips, right? If this is my partner's here, right? If I'm going this way, I'm like creating that space. So instead I like think about pushing my hip into his, and that becomes the point of contact to roll him over. So what happens when we are failing with our crucifix? The question comes up, right? Am I looking for the legs first or the arm first, right? Sometimes, I mean, the answer is I don't really know. The truth is I don't know the answer to that. Sometimes you're gonna get with your partner, they're gonna have a sloppy turtle here where their arm is out, you know? And when I see that, I'm just like, I'm immediately stepping over and I'll get my arm grip second, right? In the reality, I think it kind of happens more at the same time. I'm here, I see the position I want, I'm running that knee through, and I'm driving my foot in and catching my bar at the same time, right? For what we're doing today, this is the more important grip to focus on, right? I want to get this Kimura grip. It's going to be integral to what we do next, and it's going to help save this position for us because we're going to mess up. Right now, we're going to do this thing. Turn this way, Nick. Right, perfect. Right, we're going to do this move, and what's going to happen is we're going to do a mistake that some of us make when we're first looking for a crucifix. This is going to happen, or when we just like, we got sloppy, our partner kind of like moved at the wrong time and we fall off, right? I want to get the crucifix here and I want to roll over, but as I do, I fell off the head. Yeah, just stay right there, right? I fell off the head of my partner, and this is not where we want to be. It's not the same position, right? But, oh yeah, we got a Kimura, we just got to get to it. I'm going to take this back leg, and I'm stepping all the way over my opponent at the same time as I'm pushing off of my bottom foot, stepping on the hip, right? I'm getting elevated with those hips. I want to get my shin on the back of my partner's neck right here, okay? From here, I'm going to sink my hips back into my partner. And now I can stay here and work that Kimura position, right? We're right there, we're ready to go, okay? It's important we don't stay over here. My hips don't stay off my partner. All this is very light. I'm sitting back onto their head and neck area with that shin pushing into them. And again, we work the Kimura from this position. Excellent idea. Kimura doesn't work, or we find our partner is, maybe they're starting extending their arm, they're looking to roll, whatever it is. I can stay here and finish the arm bar as they roll over, right? That's not a problem. We're gonna play with two different foot positions here. This way. I wanna play with two different foot positions. Again, I'm looking for that Kimura grip. I'm losing this grip on the arms, or I've fallen off. I'm pressing my hands back in, this top leg all the way over into the hip. I'm putting my heel right on my partner's hip. That way, if Nick tries to drive into me, I can push right back, keep him on the ground. Up on the shoulder, bring that shin onto the head and neck. I'm sitting in, and now we can work Kimura, right? And let's just say we stay here, where maybe Kimura's not our favorite. I like to weave this foot to the inside. I can finish straight arm bar, wrist lock, or like I said, if my partner decides to roll, and a lot of them will, I'm ready to kick that leg through and come right to a very traditional, classic arm bar position. Does that make sense? Right? Right. Now you can work the Kimura. Now you can look at the arm bar. If she starts to try to roll out of it, we can let her roll. Boom, catch it. This leg comes over the head. Squeeze those knees together. Don't cross your feet. Squeeze your knees. Yeah, that's where we're gonna finish. Nice. Okay, time, good. We're getting the hang of this. This makes sense a little bit. We're gonna do the exact same thing from a different position. Matt, let me use you. I think your shoulder's a little gummier than Nicholas's shoulders today.
You can feel it just like
right. All right, we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're just gonna do it from a different position and like a different kind of like failure on our part of maintaining the position, right? So falling off is gonna happen. We're gonna look for this like step over into that far side armbar Kimura situation, right? Or again, I'm getting into the position I wanna be in, right? I'm sitting into my crucifix. Everything's great, except from here, I didn't contain my partner. I didn't squeeze up, I didn't brace enough, and my partner is gonna go over me, he's gonna push over my chest. I'm gonna hold on and make him do a flip. And once he flips, we see it. Step on the hip, come up, and now we're in the exact same position.
So when you go to finish it, you're pointing that bottom hip to that bottom hip's hitting the mat.
Yeah. I'm not keeping my weight up in the air the whole time. I want it on my partner, right? So let's do it again. We'll see if we can change it. Right? Again, we're looking for the crucifix, right? We're going over the top. I got here, awesome, nice work, but I didn't control the position. He comes all the way over, right? Right to the hip, step on it. Elevate those hips. My hips are getting up towards the ceiling. I can use my foot to keep him away. And I'm bringing that pressure right back on his head. Look where my butt and my heel, right? They're touching. Right? And it's not just because he's like moving into me. I'm trying to bring myself to put pressure on his head and shoulders, right? And then from here, we work armbar, wrist lock, or we go to the traditional armbar on our partner, right? So it's the exact same thing we just did. We're just finding it from a different segment of this position, right? That's all we're looking for. We have that Kimura grip. We want to hold on to that. We know that it's powerful. So if we get the grip first in the crucifix and our crucifix entry fails, we're stepping over. I get the crucifix, I didn't control my partner very well, they're immediately driving over, they know what to do, right? Boom, I'm stepping over anyway. That's what I'm getting. I'm using this to kill purple belts right now because they all know how to get out of a crucifix and they all walk right into what I want, which is stepping over on that hip, tightening up, finishing Kimura, straight arm lock, or letting them roll into that traditional arm lock. Does anybody need to see it again? Feel good? Again, it's the same thing we just practiced, just a slightly different position. 1, 2. No, not everybody's Stevie Longlegs, okay?
Well, that's the thing, right? It's like
It's the same move, just a little bit modification.
yeah, just for like,
Same concept.
no, exact same concept.
So right now, your shin right now is on his back, not his neck, right? So you want your shin to run right here, just like right through his, like under his ear, right? Right now it's like way up here. You're like, it almost looks like you're trying to be a backpack.
Yeah.
Right? We don't want to be a backpack. I want to put my shin right here on his head and neck.
Why can't I find it, bro? That's why.
Because we're practicing, you know, and so we're just new. Good. That's better. That's better, right? That's better. Now stay close to see. I think your arms are also too far apart. See how far you are from this arm? It's gonna be hard for you to do anything, right?
Dude,
You're so far away. So go back a little bit, right? So get up on your knees. Let's just like be in this position here. So try to keep your chest closer to the shoulder, and now step over onto the hip. Good. Now elevate that back leg and come over the head. Yeah, there you go. Right? Beast sucks for Beast down there. Right? Weave that foot in. You're in the right position. We're in now. Weave this foot in. There you go. Great. He wants to roll. You can feel him rolling. Let him roll. That's fine. That's fine. You've got longer legs, so Steven is like he'll leave his bottom leg in, right? I'm working the same move. I'm here. I fall off. I step over. He'll just weave in. Oh, yeah. Right, he's already there, and now he can work the position, right? I just don't like to be on my side here. Like, I like to have the shorter legs, so it's easier for me to get everything in, right? And then we're just right there to finish whatever the move is or have him roll over, right? So just play with that. It might be a situation where you feel like you're just like, you got too much leg to kind of like fold up and sneak in there. That's all right. Just stay right there, sit on top, see if we can't finish. It still all works the same way, I think. Let's get some water, then we'll train. 1, 2. All right, timer's on. Take care of each other. Check in with injuries. Don't forget to tap. Die, baby, die.
Stay down. So cool for the camera.
What do you want? Let me sit on my head.
I was sitting in half guard. Oh, yeah. I know about that.
Yeah, I'll probably stay. I'll probably just try to.
Yeah, thanks, sir. Stay down. Stay down. Those are going to be funny reels. Yeah. Boom.
You got a pass block, that's all. Yeah.
Keep talking, give me that change.
My rule of thumb is like if I feel like my heels are captured and I can't kick through, then I'm gonna I usually stop first people. Like you said out there. Look,
You know exactly. Stay relaxed. Stay relaxed. Get your breath. Are you ready?
10 seconds. Yes. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Yes.
Yeah, I try to keep your pressure. Especially if you sort of keep squat. Because I don't